All right, so a little bit ago I did a instructional video for the Kimberland Collars low profile prong collar, and essentially the one that I was demonstrating was not fit for this dog. This one is, and there's a couple of reasons that I really like these collars. One is generally when we're using a 2.25 millimeter prong on a dog of this size. He's probably 60-some pounds now. He's a big dog. And when we're putting these collars on them, there's always the risk of the metal bending, stop, and the dog, sit, being able to pull free of the collar. So what we do is we generally create a chain backup. I'll have a standard chain training collar on with most other collars. With this collar, because the tines are actually bent at a little bit more of a severe angle, that risk is not as big as it would be with any other manufacturer. The other thing I like about these collars is the fact that, especially for, now this dog is by no means a sensitive dog. Besides the profile being, sit, thank you. Besides the profile fitting so that the tines are actually fairly close to the dog's neck, right? So it's not as visible as would another collar be. Good dog, thank you. But essentially when the dog creates the action on the collar, it's not as aggressive as it would be for another type of collar with a higher profile. Okay, good boy. So when we use this collar, now this guy is being trained using traditional training, standard chain collar and leash, and he's fairly enthusiastic about a lot of stuff. He hasn't had any work in a couple of days. Oops, sorry about that. And a little bit of microphone interference there. He hasn't had a lot of work in quite a while because it's been so hot. It's already very humid in here, and he's had a fair bit of training. The one thing that enables us to be able to use a prong collar for as a finishing tool, spider heel. So he makes that correction happen. You notice I didn't create any hand English. I'm not yanking on the leash. Good lad. Sit. Mild upward pressure is all you need. Spider heel. Good lad. Sit. Good. Spider heel. So hand position being everything when it comes to work, when we're using a prong collar, we're letting the dog do that himself. Now, if this were a prong collar that had a little bit less bend to it, that correction would have been a lot sharper. Heel. Sit. Good. Now he finds a lot of gratification with being on the table. The reason that he was stopped was because that's not the request I had made. Spider heel. And you see it again there. Good. Right? He doesn't get to do what he wants. He likes to crowd. He has a tendency to try and fight his way free, to do things he wants. Good. Very nice. I know, huh? Heel. Sit. Stay. Good lad. Heel. Sit. Very nice. Spider heel. Good boy. Sit. Good. It doesn't require anywhere near as much force as it would with a traditional collar. Prong collars definitely have their place in training, and a lot of times when you have these big, young, enthusiastic dogs, it's a great way to be able to communicate and to help refine and polish known behaviors without being really heavy-handed.